Hi, my name is Ace and this is ACM. This will be my third year now that I've been involved with ACM, actually working here in a full-time capacity. But 22 years I've been involved with the college, right from its inception, from the days when it was in Hayden Place, and all the way through doing masterclasses and coming backwards and forwards. So a great long history here, but now actually being involved in the nuts and bolts for about 3 years. My role within ACM as Head of Creative Industry Development, which is a lovely title, basically what that means is that I am helping to facilitate masterclasses with special guests where students can learn great things from these driven and successful individuals and meet them and kind of like talk to them about their careers. Be involved in events, so the events could be anything from a gig or a show up to an awards ceremony or a networking event. Also to help provide opportunities, so when things come in for auditions or job opportunities, to help set that up with the students as well. Be on hand for tutorials to talk people through their professional development, for example releasing records or a pathway to go towards a session musician or something like that. Also working with the sponsors, so working in with companies such as PRS Guitars, Black Star Amps, Tama drums, things like that. So not only just bringing those products in to the students to use, like top quality stuff, but also bringing in their artists for masterclasses and getting the opportunities for them for jobs for students later on in their careers. So basically it's a bit of everything, but it's all industry focused. It's outreach. It's about creating your career now while you're at the college, so that when you leave you have connections and you have experience to forward you on. What do I like about ACM? I like a lot of things about ACM actually. In fact, I love a lot of things about ACM. It's a great working environment. When I come in the morning, when you meet the tutors and the people around and the staff, they're great people to be around. They're all dual professionals, so you know, you can walk down one corridor and you'll see, you know, Paul Turner from Jamiroquai, and then Brian from Soul to Soul, and say Neil from Whitesnake and things like this. So you're surrounded by industry professionals with a great pedigree and a great attitude. That's one side of it. But I think for me what really makes it is the students, because you're surrounded by vibrant people that are on the front end of their creative trip. So these are the kind of people that are going to be shaping the music beyond what we hear at the moment. There's lots of really good ideas, and there's, you know, it's creative, it's fresh, it's exciting. So to be surrounded by those students every day is invigorating. It makes me want to get up in the morning. And then after that, what I really like is all the kind of the events and the things that go around it. There's lots of really good stuff happening. There's loads of great clubs. There's loads of great gigs with bands playing. There's masterclasses with awesome people that you can meet and hang out and chat with. So it's the student experience, you know. I honestly am really happy to be a part of that. That's my key reasons for being here. And I think that it's, you know, music education is really important if it's done the right way, because it can accelerate your career in quite a tough business. My career history briefly is I'm in a band called Skunk Anansie. We formed in 1994 in London, so we've been going nearly 25 years. We've been releasing records since. We were always touring. We've just come back from a new tour in Europe recently. Sold over 6 million albums. We've managed to play for loads of different people, including Nelson Mandela and the Dalai Lama, and with Pavarotti as well. You know, we've done fashion shows like Versace and Valentino, as well as heavy metal festivals with Download and Reading, and we've headlined Glastonbury. So we've had a huge varied career, from everything from super high profile to celebrity to fashion, right down to playing all the rock clubs in the world. So that's generally my career in a nutshell, but we're carrying on at the moment. We're making more records, we're going back out on tour again. So we're a living, breathing band that's been on the scene for a long time, but we also have our own record label and our merchandising wing as well. So we're independent. We are actually running the independent model that I preach to students here at ACM. If I narrowed it down and I told you some of the favourite highlights of my career, I suppose things that spring to mind would definitely be headlining Glastonbury, just because that's just a major achievement for any tiny band. I think we all dream of a concert that big, and to do that was kind of amazing and very scary. Okay, that was really good in a musical sense. If I was to say in a kind of political sense, to play for Nelson Mandela in South Africa, we played his 80th birthday shows in stadiums. So that was pretty impressive and an amazing thing to do as well. And then, you know, some strange curveball stuff like playing TV shows with people like Pavarotti was amazing to do songs with him. And also recently, Andrea Bocelli, the blind tenor, we played with him in Italy. So doing strange special guest things have been great highlights, doing huge gigs, right, and then having some kind of meaning politically and meeting those kind of people was very important to us. My signature PRS guitar, which is actually you cannot buy now, it's sold out. It was actually in the top 10 best-selling guitars this year in Andertons, which was quite great actually. That basically came around, I've been a PRS artist for the last 17 years, and just came around from a conversation when I was in with a distributor one day, and they said, shall we make a signature guitar for you now and put it out there and see what happens. So they made a small run of them, I think it was like 200 of them, and they put it out in Europe and it sold out. So really good. And when we actually made it, they said to me, you can have a signature guitar, you can have anything you want. So I could have like a pink guitar with green pickups and created something from scratch. But I said, no, when I was a kid, when I saw artists, I wanted their guitar. So we actually just took the measurements and recreated my main guitar that I play as the signature. So if you manage to get hold of one, if they recut a bunch again, it's actually to the same specs as the original that I actually play on stage. But I do play the signature on stage as well. My favourite cities when I'm on tour, they all have different reasons for them. I love to play Italy. Italy because the weather's good, food's amazing, people are fun, and the shows are huge, right? So that's like a real triumph, that one. You know, it's 15,000 a night, and it's just, you know, proper rock star stuff. But on the last tour, some of the smallest gigs we did were like a couple of thousand people in Poland, and they were like big kind of warehouse kind of club venues, and they were amazing. They were actually my most enjoyable shows on the tour because they were just, it was kind of punk rock again after playing thousands of people a night. Polish people are really nice and they're really brilliant when you're on tour as well. So, you know, they're really friendly, really warm people, really giving, and so they're really nice to be around. So Poland is great in that sense. Italy is great in it's a very successful market. And I really like playing England because obviously everyone relates to you because you're British. So it's always fun to come back and, you know, be where you're from. Next for Skunk Anansie is the 25th anniversary. So we're putting together a big package for that now. There's going to be a tour next year. So that will be 2018. We're going to do a tour, probably a big festival tour there. We're going to release a package. It'll probably be, you know, some vinyls, book, film, whatever. There'll be a 25-year anniversary package coming out. And in the meantime, we've built a new studio in London. So we're writing music now for the next album after that. So we're always productive at the moment, but the next thing on the agenda will be the 25th anniversary.